The Clippers, man. I mean, what's going on? It's you when you have this constant every year you hear the same thing. Clippers are the dark horse. Clippers are like the underdogs to win the championship when they never were. And it's the same thing that I say about the Mavericks as I say with the Clippers and a lot of other teams. When you start talking about a team a lot and just ignore the injuries, you're just being naive. I never like those talks of like, oh, if they're not injured, they're this. Well, reality is with the Clippers, Mavs, and teams like that is that they're gonna be injured. They have injury prone players. So why are you gonna say, oh, if they're not injured when the majority of the time they are? There's no point of it's a what if at that point, right? And with the news that broke out with Bradley Beal having the season ending injury, and Kawhi gonna be in and out of the starting lineup, James Harden the same thing. Everybody on that roster except for maybe like John Collins, but he's also injury prone. It's just like it really gets to a point where you look at it and you're like, man, at some point you gotta cut your losses, right? And I understand why the Clippers got Bradley Beal. It's a team friendly deal compared to what he was getting before. You got Chris Paul on a good contract. I love the pickup. Like I did love the whole all the signings that they did. I loved it. They had no choice because the whole point of this video is of course the Clippers, but it's also because of Oklahoma. They had no choice but to go all in, right? The Clippers don't own their pick this year. So if the Clippers don't do good, which they're not doing good, Oklahoma City can have a top 10 pick in this year's draft. Do I need to explain why that's bad? Do I need to explain why Clippers being bad means that OKC gets a top 10 pick this year? Do I need to explain that to you? Or can we just agree that if this happens, which it probably will, there's no other team that's going to win a championship? And look, I talk about Oklahoma in a very, very bright way. Like, I'm not one of those who just hates them because Shea flops here and there. I think they're beautifully organized team. Like they play amazing. I love the rhythm in which they play with. There's a reason why they have the record they do, and I don't think they're going to slow down at all. Like it's impressive how tight their defense is and how fluent their offense is. So when you have a historic team like that, and you just keep adding high draft class picks, it's scary. I mean, the big issue for the future of Oklahoma is what happens when you need to pay your guys. That's where the issue lies, right? What happens when everybody wants a max? You can't be handing out that type of money, right? That's fine. Those people are going to be proven players. Oh, I want a championship. I know I can win the team. Like trade me, or like they're going to get a lot of money from it. When that problem is solved by just getting more young players, top 10 pick young players, like you're set. So and that's why I brought up Oklahoma because of the Clippers. The Clippers being this bad is just shot, and it just makes the whole Paul George trade that much worse. I mean, that much worse. When I just finished talking about the Luka trade, Luka's trade being bad, the worst of all time, yes. But when you look at like the Clippers and OKC's, there's a possibility that it's worse because of the fact that Shea, the person that you traded for Paul George, Finals MVP, regular season MVP, and champion in the same year, is also packaged with all these first round picks that they got from Paul George, and all these other picks that is now going to turn into a first round pick, and all the other picks they have from everybody else. It's over. Like it's honestly, genuinely over. I don't know what else you can expect from this OKC team. I don't even know if they're gonna try to get like a superstar or like an all-star type of player in the top 10 pick if they get it. They might just get a system player that fits well, or maybe even trade back to just get better role players that fit with SGA, J-Dub, and Chet, because that trio is so like I love that trio so much. I feel like they work really well together. And it's not that I glaze them. I've never really I'm not one of those who love a team or hate a team. I don't like Boston because they're the Heat's rivals, but they're also the Lakers rival. And I like the Lakers. I like a lot of teams. Golden State, Minnesota, like, bro, there's a lot of teams that I really like. And it's not because I'm just not a sports fan. I'm not like a Heat fan. It's because I just love the game of basketball. And like when I see historic teams play at historic levels, I can acknowledge it. Instead of being like these other fans who are like, oh, no, he just lost. Or no, it's just easy schedule. When you win so much, you're going to get so much hate. And that's why, and I don't want to get too off topic, but Wemby's going to deal with the same thing. Everybody that loves Wendy, everybody who loves Wemby right now, like I do, like everybody does right now, give it some time. The second they start winning games, there's going to be issues. People are going to start hating him. Oh, he's too scared. Whatever it is, man. Whatever it is. Wemby's going to start getting hated at some point. Because when a great player starts winning a lot, they start getting hated on. It happened with Michael Jordan, with LeBron. It happened with Steph. In football, it happened with Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. In soccer, Messi, Ronaldo, Maradona, all these players, bro. When they're great, you get more hate. And didn't even mean to do that. But like, I'm being dead serious. I can't stand the hate that OKC gets. I understand if you don't like Shea flopping, but if you're gonna take that and that's what's gonna make you hate all of OKC or that they're cringe, bro, you don't fuck with basketball then. Like, and I'm being dead serious. Like, you gotta really appreciate what you're seeing in front of you. But to go back to the Clippers, I know I got really off topic. I just had to rant. To go back to the Clippers, this is really bad. I mean, this is horrible. What now? You have none of your picks for the next, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. All your players, I think you have like an average age of 36, like 36 years old. When you watch them play, they're slow on defense. Like, they have good defensive talent. They have great IQ. But they are slow. That you could tell they don't have the energy of these other teams. You put them against Houston, high energy team, it's over. I mean, and it's of course Houston Clippers, different teams, but also different age. And I'm just trying to say, like, I could see the Brooklyn Nets whooping the Clippers because of their speed, their age, and they're just like, bro, the Clippers are so injury prone. They're so slow, not mentally, but like physically, that they just can't keep up with them anymore. They can't. And it's unfortunate because I wanted to see Bradley Beal, Chris Paul, Kawhi, and James Harden get their first ring all together, but it's not going to happen. And it sucks because the Clippers being that bad makes OKC that much better. Now, it's too early to tell if they're going to get the top 10 pick, but let's be honest. I mean, there's going to be players in and out of the lineup, and if they're not all fully healthy, I don't see them winning games. Yeah, James Harden's going to have a 40-point triple-double like how he did the other day. Kawhi's going to have like a 40 bomb as well. But those singular games are not going to happen. That's not a consistent offense. You can't maintain that. So, now what? It's over. OKC is going to get another top 10 pick after winning a championship. And if they go back to back, we're talking about a back-to-back champion getting another top 10 pick. If they go back to back, we're talking about a back-to-back championship team that can get a top 10 pick in the NBA. What do you do at that point? I've never seen a team constructed this way. I feel like every player they got was high risk, high reward. They did it with Chet. They did it with Poku. That was like my biggest. The Poku was when I was like, yeah, they're doing high risk, high reward. All these players that they got to see how they fit, see which ones work out, and it worked out perfectly. J-Dub, SGA, Chet, and when they had their core after they drafted Andrew Wiggins and all the other J-Dub and all these players, they were able to get Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein. The two things, and last thing, I want to respect the GM of the team because they struggled with the perimeter defense a little bit before. They struggled with their rebounding, and they went out of their way and got Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein. Not only did Alex Caruso already have a championship under the belt, but it helped them in the places that they really needed help. And the same thing with iHeart. And that's what I'm not trying to glaze and being dead serious and being honest, bro. They're tough. We'll see what happens, man. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys really think there's another team that can beat OKC? If you do, let me know what it is. Let me know who you think it is. If you think it's Wemby in a couple years, I can respect it. But you gotta show me, besides just Wemby, you gotta really tell me how that would go. Because Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, Wemby, I don't know if that's enough to beat OKC. But hey, we'll see, man. Have a good one, dog. Peace.